Right, folks, I'm back. Not that I went anywhere, it's just that I've been really busy doing that van. And the van is now complete. All I have to do now is edit the video, send it to Elliot. That's it, done. So I'll be back doing food reviews, drinks, newspaper things, other bits and bobs. Just giving you my opinion on this whole shitty world at the moment that is cracking off. The time is 13:42 and it's Monday, August the 23rd, 2021. I have been up the paper shop, no I've not, I've been up the village co-op to buy some bread and some milk and some tea straws and some other Danish pastry kinds of things. I also bought a bottle of harp bleach for the toilet. So what I'm going to do, folks, I'm going to skim through the Daily Star, give you my opinions on certain things, and take the funny side out. Well, not the funny side, but try and take a humorous side of the news today. So, here is the news. Sadiq Khan was blasted as a hypocrite after being seen using a cavalcade of gas-guzzling cars to take his dog, so he wasn't even going to work, right, take his dog for a walk. Did he have his arm out the window while the dog was just like walking along? How did he get out to pick its shit up? Did it, what? Oh, for fuck's sake. The London Mayor was seen, the London Mayor was being driven in a, he was being driven. He couldn't even drive himself, the lazy bastard. Driven in a diesel Volkswagen Cavalli, whatever, with wife Sadia and dog Luna. A petrol-fueled Jaguar, no, that ain't a cavalcade, that's the name of the car. And a Volvo hybrid petrol-electric SUV were being driven to Battersea Park in a convoy. I hope he drove off the edge of a bridge or a cliff or whatever it was. What was it? Was it a bridge? Rubber duck. June says he drove off a bridge. Yeah, that'd be quite funny to see Sadiq Khan driving off a bridge in a convoy. Howard Cox of Fairfuel UK said, Mr. Khan has to be the most two-faced politician in the UK. I don't think he is. I would honestly say 95% politicians in the UK are two-faced, lying, hypocritical bastards. They're all fucking useless, including that knob. He knows no integrity to make others comply with his barrage of transport proclamations while flounce them to suit his own selfish needs. I honestly don't understand how anybody could have voted for Sadiq Khan. I just cannot see. When you vote, you're actually voting for the party, I get it, but you've also got to want to vote for that person, haven't you? You know what I mean? It's like if Jimmy Savile was up for our local MP, you couldn't vote for him, could you? You just couldn't vote for him. And I don't understand why people have been voting for Sadiq Khan, because he's just a fucking knob. And they're doing all this environmental thing. It costs a fortune to go down to London now. Personally, I don't want to go to London, but if I need to, I will do. But it just costs a fortune. And the thing is, they're all going, oh, it's for the environment, we're saving the world. You're not saving the fucking world. England, right, is just a dot. You look at the map of the world, right? England's just a little dot, right? Just a little dot, yeah? Go look at fucking China and they're still building power stations. 34 they're putting up in the next few fucking years. So us driving around in little electric cars that have probably been powered by fucking power stations, right, isn't going to save the world, you bunch of fucking dickheads. Right. Older folks are Nazis. Civil servants used a woke conference to blast middle-aged people as too uneducated to unpick fascist ideas. Now, you're always going to win an argument, right? You will always win an argument if you call somebody a name. If you don't agree with their opinions, you call them a name and they'll say, oh, I better change my point of view then. You called me a Nazi. I'll change my point of view. No, it doesn't fucking work like that. You sit down, you debate, you argue, you discuss, and you try and fucking work it out. Just by going, oh, you're a Nazi. That ain't gonna fucking help. How's that gonna help? It's a bunch of fucking idiots. They even drew comparisons to the 1930s Germany and become involuntary Nazis. What? If you haven't got an argument and your only argument is calling somebody a name, you haven't got a fucking argument, for fuck's sake. Right, Christopher Biggins, apparently he's got 500 pairs of specs. They're every colours of the rainbow. How many colours in the rainbow, June? 7. He should only have 7 pairs of glasses then. What the fucking hell's he on? But I did like him in Porridge. Not rolling around in it, in the actual TV comedy, Porridge. I thought he was quite funny in that. What else was he? Oh, he was in, well, that fucking jungle thing he did.
Oh, Celebrity?
No, the kids' programme. No, you were too busy out on your horse. He's a panto legend. There you go. What else is there? Tom Cruise curry nut. Curry nut. Yeah, the other day, apparently curry is a bad word. Curry nut, Tom Cruise gorged on 2 extra spicy portions of chicken tikka masala. How the fuck do you get extra spicy chicken tikka masala? Can you get spicy chicken tikka masala? No, you can't, can you? What a fucking idiot. The Rain Man star turned up at Ashes on the city's Newhall Street with 2 security staff and 5 guests for the booze free. You don't go for an Indian, right? You don't go for an Indian meal without having a few pints of beer, because it's just not done, really, if you're going out like that. And that's not saying that you've got to be pissed to eat an Indian. You haven't. But you have a few beers and then you go for an Indian. We went for an Indian once, and it was just after Princess Diana died, and my mate had a right temper tantrum because everybody were feeling like, you know, pretty down about it, and my mate just like went, I can't see the fuss in it, it's just another it's just a person, blah blah blah, and he got up and stormed out. It was funny. It was funny, to be fair. Ash's general manager, Namoon Farouk, said Tom asked for chicken tikka masala and a cushion so he could sit on it, because he couldn't, or he would have had to either have a cushion, wouldn't he, Tom Cruise, because when he was married to Nicole Kidman, she's like 5'7", 8, 9, something like that, and like Tom Cruise is only about 2'6", isn't he? I think Warwick Davis is taller than him. So really, they could have just picked Tom up and put him in one of those kiddie high chairs and just sat him there and just left him. They could have just fucking walked off and left him. They'd been rocking around like he's trying to fucking... I fell out my high chair when I was 2 and broke my arm. Once he'd finished it, he ordered a second portion. So, there you go. This is good advertising for Ashes on the city. Brimful of Asher! Hey, get in there! Then he took it, another of Asher's managers, Jabin Jacob, said, at first no one realised it was him because he had a mask on. What, like Texas Chainsaw? Something like that. Then he took it off and people started asking what was good. Then he started asking people what was good. People started to realise it was him. One of Tom's flunkies paid the bill on the card and left a 20% tip. Tom's owners tweeted snaps of Tom, who was on a break from filming Mission Impossible 7 at locations across the country. The guests on Saturday night are thought to have included his director Chris McQuarrie. 53. Don't know what his fucking age has got to do with it. Curry Lover Tom is famous for popping up at Indians with his 2013 visit Vidir Dahir in St Albans. Well, he's famous for it then. Famous for it. Been to 2 fuckers. Cruise's top 5. Mission in Poppadom. Boona on the 4th of July. The Korma of Money. Deals of Thunder. Eyes Wide Chat. Fucking hell. Unbelievable. A load of stuff there about Afghanistan. Dominic Raab reportedly got permission from Boris Johnson to stay on holiday in Crete. So if he got permission to stay on holiday in Crete, why all the bullshit about doing what he did? They're fucking useless, aren't the MPs? They're on like 80, 100 grand a year. They have how many fucking holidays a year? They don't even have to turn up. Expenses all paid for them. So if they buy a fucking packet of digestives, we pay for it, right? Then, when there's something important, like a pandemic, or panademic, as that fucking, what's his name? Who? Charlie Mullins, panademic, the fucking idiot. How can he be a multi-millionaire? Can't even say pandemic. Panademic? Fucking hell. And like, something important happening, like Afghanistan and the Taliban with their 75,000, you know, basically their army could fill Old Trafford, right? Yet it's running a complete country because everybody fucking ran away. He just stays on holiday in Crete. In fact, he was that close to Afghanistan, he could have fucking flied out there and had a word. But no, they don't do fuck all. Politicians, it's about time they're all held accountable for their fucking inadequacy and their fucking lack of judgment, and the fact that they're just all fucking useless ought to be brought into question and their wages docked and be told, get out, get a proper job. Do you know what, right? Running politics in the world, in the country, or what, it's not really a hard job to do. You've just got to have a slight bit of common sense. Yet this lot, they can't even fucking fart properly. They're just fucking useless. He's not going to quit. He's not going to quit, is he? Well, he's just fucking useless. Boris Johnson will ask Joe Biden for a delay in the US withdrawal from Afghanistan. Joe Biden don't even know what fucking day it is. He hasn't got a fucking clue. Every morning, right, Joe Biden is lying in bed and they have to get one of them defibrillators and they go, clear. Ugh. Well, I'm still here. Fucking useless. Another fucking useless twat. Fucking unbelievable. Right, start this again on 13 minutes. Right, mysterious radio waves from distant galaxies have been picked up by Brit astronomers. They've detected large. They were detected during a study at the Large Magnetar Cloud, a satellite galaxy, Milky Way, some 158,000 light years away. Well, I think that if you think we're the only fucking idiots in this universe, right, on this fucking rock, floating through space, then you must be fucking stupid. But this is probably just interference from a fucking Russian space station or something, or the Chinese are sending fucking radio waves to Britain to just confuse us, get us all excited about meeting up with fucking aliens, you know. Little Mick star Perry Edwards has welcomed her first child with football star Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Is he playing for Liverpool? Is he actually getting a game? I like Oxlade-Chamberlain. I'd have had him down Leicester, to be fair. Two favourite homegrown apples have been hit by the freezing spring weather. Almost half the crops of Cox's and the pie stalwart Bramleys were devastated by frost. Overnight, temperatures in April consistently plummeting below zero. Was it cold in April, June?
I can't remember.
No, I can't.
No, did we have some really nice days in April?
Yeah, but I suppose if they've had the frost at the night...
I can't.
I can't remember because I weren't working. A white van man was left floating when the owner went for a pint. A white van was left floating, a bit like a shit, when the owner went for a pint and forgot about it. So he's obviously had more than one pint. It's a bit like the on the buses, you know, when they park the bus up on the beach to try and get a bit of nookie, and they come back and the tide's fucking in. My mum overheard the driver saying he had parked it here yesterday. The windows were down, so I don't think he intended to leave it for long. Oh, for fuck's sake, dickhead. Is it a transit? I think it's either a... Yeah, it looks like a transit. Oh dear. Uber is offering students £10 credit for taxis or their food delivery service if they get the jab. You're going to take a jab over £10 fucking food? Are you really that hard up? You've got to take fucking £10 to take a jab? For fuck's sake. Move on. Poirot censors have wrapped. They've wrapped her. Agatha Christie sleuth Poirot for showing scenes of attempted suicide, a 1991 episode starring David Suchet as the Belgian detective has been slapped with a content warning. Viewers on streaming service BritBox. Shall we get BritBox, June? Are told scenes from The Mystery of the Spanish Chest. Is that a woman with the big boobies? That's hello, hello. Censors place warnings because it shows how a woman attempts to take her own life. She later recovers, but BritBox censors told bosses attempted suicide method is very clear. I don't know, to be fair. I'm getting a bit fed up with everything being fucking wrapped up in fucking bubble wrap and cotton wool. I personally, I'm not bothered about that. I get more fucked off by you watching Poirot on ITV3 or The Professionals or Minder or The Sweeney or Miss Marple, anything like that, and they have the adverts on and it's always a fucking animal in distress. I get fed up with seeing that. I donate to charity for a donkey, right? Because I like donkeys. I love a donkey. I want a donkey, don't I, June? Oh, for fuck's sake. That fucking eel. Yeah, I'd like to rescue a donkey, have it in the garden. And I get fed up with that. They don't put warnings out that this advert might cause distress because it's a fucking dog that's like been neglected. And I don't want to see that. But somebody trying to kill themselves in a fucking drama, it's just pathetic. I'm just fed up with the whole fucking lot of it, to be fair. An entrepreneur claims he has created a healthy donut that can help me fucking read. That can help solve the national's obesity crisis. I can help with the obesity crisis. You can all see my chins here, look, can't you? Right? Stop fucking eating. It's that easy. Do a bit of exercise. It ain't fucking hard, is it? I'm 52. I'm going to get fat. I'm do less exercise. I eat a bit more. I drink a bit more. It's the way it is. If you're a 13-year-old kid and your parents are letting you eat donuts, chips, pizzas, burgers, crisps, full fat Coke, right? And just sit there on a PlayStation, you're going to end up fat. You don't need healthy donuts. Just fucking stop eating so much shit. When I was younger, right, when I was 13, 14, I was like this. I was like a pen, right? You'd squeeze me on my head and my fucking feet would come out. I was fit. I used to do running, football, cricket, on my bike, everything, yeah? Then I broke my leg and then I discovered Guinness. And what a disaster that was. But that's what it is. You've got to, just by eating something that you think is gonna, a donut that has, well, how's he done it? He reckons it's better to remove the junk from junk food. The donuts have 160 calories compared to the 400 in just by making it healthy you're not going to solve anything really, because people just will go and eat something else. They'll get bored of that. You can't beat one of the donuts at Greggs. You can't beat the sausage rolls at Greggs. You're just being a fucking prick. I'm a Celebrity Castle is closing to the public early in a race to get ready for this year's series. So obviously they're not going out to fucking Australia, because Australia's in a complete mess as well. Fuck's sake. Maria Higgins, she revealed she turned to pal Michael Barrymore for advice after she was struggling with Love Island. The reality TV star, 30, said she said listening to her Dancing on Ice co-star below left was the best thing she ever did. Do you know what, right? These Love Island things, right, that ITV do, really do want looking at, because what happens is they pick your normal everyday Joe or Joette or Joanne off the streets, and they put them into these situations and they give them a little taste of fame. They just give them a glimpse of what it's like to be famous in the public eye, earning money, people want you, and all that kind of crap. And then what happens is at the end of the programme, right, they'll get put on This Morning or Good Morning or Lorraine or some other fucking shit programme, right? And ITV and Channel 4 and all these companies that do these programmes milk them. They milk them for what they can, right? Get money out of them, get money out of them, blah, 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 right? And then they drop them. They fucking dump them like a stone. They dump them like a bag of shit, yeah? They don't give a fuck about them. Now, for some of these people, like Maura, M-A-U-R-A, Maura Higgins, whatever her name is, they struggle to cope with it, because one minute it's all there and they're loving it, they're lapping it up. You know, they're having the photos up, they're in the papers, they're fucking loving it, and then all of a sudden it's gone, right? And they can't handle the rejection. Now, this is one of the good things that Brian and them, True Geordie, when they put me on the channel, they got in touch, and they're still there. You know, Elliot's there and that. I don't phone them up every day. I don't fucking get on the nerves or out like that. And Elliot will only get in touch if there's business and all that. It's all good, right? But they're all there. So if I needed a problem, if I got a problem or anything, they're there to help. They've not like just put. I'm not saying I'm as big as these fucking reality stars, right? But to have a little bit of something and then have it taken away is such a big thing to some people. And they're there. But ITV couldn't give a shit. They couldn't care less about what happens to these people 2 months after these programmes, and it's wrong. And it's about time these programmes were looked into and offered support to these poor fuckers who go on here and think they're going to be famous. They think they're going to be they think they're going to be the next Jade Goody. You might not like Jade Goody. Personally, we liked Jade, didn't we, June?
We did.
We did like Jade because she was human. She made mistakes. She made people laugh. She was human, right? But these people nowadays, they think they can be the next Jade Goody, and they can't. There was only ever one Jade, and she was the blueprint. But these people think they can make it by doing fuck all for a living, and they can't. So, and apart from that, I like Michael Barrymore. I like Michael Barrymore, didn't I?
Yeah.
I still do. I still do. Barrymore was a legend in his own right, who was never tried for anything. So, Channel 4, ITV, Channel 5, anybody, give him a fucking job. I'd watch him. What are you eating?
Popcorn.
June's eating popcorn. Hello, popcorn, June, baby. Thank you very much. You make my corn go pop. Oh, hang on. Let's tuck in. Yobs who trashed a beauty salon caused £6,000 worth of damage, daubed swastikas and homophobic and racial graffiti on the walls. Only Holly Henderson 37, was horrified after she spent £4,000 on having it renovated. Holly, who runs the Essential Beauty and Authentics in Brentwood, Essex, said, I can't ever go back in there. Well, you can, sweetheart. You can. You can go back in, and you will go back in, to show that the bastards who did it can't beat you. If you don't go back in, love, they've won. You claim the insurance, you get it all put right, and you go back in and you start again. Because if you don't get yourself off your arse and do it again, they've won, love. You know what I mean? But what should happen is when they catch them fuckers who have done it, they should put them into some kind of prison where they clean coal, smash rocks, and all that. It's quite easy. I could solve so many problems. It's easy. Smartphone screens could become soon. No, for fuck's sake, June. I'm having trouble today. It's because I've not done it for a while.
What are you trying to read?
The newspaper, my love.
I know.
Smartphone screens could soon become less easy to scratch thanks to new scientific discoveries. That's the trouble with popcorn, isn't it? It gets in your teeth. Poodle, bugger off. It could be fantastic news for millions of folks who always find themselves scratching the screens. Do you scratch your screen, June?
Oh, often.
Giant rats and foxes are poised to take over the planet after ballooning by gorging on waste in cities. It's happening. It is happening. I saw something the other week on the internet. In France, all these rats, and they're just on all this waste in this city, in this, like, I don't know, it was where bridges were, and it was just under this bridge, and there were just loads and loads of rats, and something's got to be done about it. Scientists warn the food we chuck away could help the pest evolve into huge creatures that could terrify us over the next few decades. It's going to be coming out of the sea like Godzilla going. Mammalian, what's that? Mammalian body size. It's going to go basically over the next 100 years. I couldn't give a fuck because I'll be dead. I'll be dead in 100 years. I'm pretty much sure I will not be around in 20. What will it be? 20. What fucking hell? I can't even work out the year. 2001. What the fucking hell? I can't even work it out. What are we in now? What's 100 years? 21. 20. It'll be 2121. That's it. I knew I'd get there in the end. Fucking hell, I'd be no good on bloody that thing with that other little fucking idiot on.
Countdown.
No, not the other one. The one where he pushes the big giant fucking fair game with the black and white coins.
I've no idea what you're on about.
Your mum would know if she were alive. Don't say that. Oh, Lou's not watching. She'll be off again. Yeah. So basically, we're just going to be overrun by vermin, foxes, rats, pigeons. Pigeons are every fucking where, aren't they? Absolutely everywhere. We're going to have to. I personally think what you should do, right, is I'm not a fan of hunting foxes, but what I think we should do is shoot them, right, with a tranquilizer, and then cut the nuts off so they can't breed. And that way, the number of urban foxes that exploded from an estimated 33,000 in the 90s to at least 150,000 today. That is fucking unbelievable. Rats, we've got to kill them. We've got to kill them. We've got to get rid. Wind farms are almost at the point of no longer needing to be subsidised, according to a minister. See, there's another thing. All this energy, this natural energy, is it really doing the job? I mean, in Texas the other week, it was like where it's supposed to be really hot. They had snow and all the wind turbines and everything bloody fucking froze up. Couldn't move. Nobody got no electricity. Footy star Jack Grealish is cementing his pin-up credentials by launching his own fashion collection. When did he go to school and draw a pair of jeans or a shirt? I don't understand. It's I don't get it. John Cleese is to explore the theory, the thorny issue of cancel culture in a new series for Channel 4. The Fawlty Towers and Monty Python star will investigate why a new woke generation is trying to rewrite the rules on what can and can't be said. John Cleese, cancel me. He will be asked whether good comedy is possible without someone taking offence. He'll also meet celebs hit by the cancel culture described by Channel 4's Director of Programmes Ian Katz, K-A-T-Z, can't even spell the fucking animal's name right, as one of the thorniest issues of our age. Cleese, 81, I'm delighted to have a chance to find out on camera about all the aspects of so-called political correctness. There's so much I really don't understand. I don't understand. It's going to get worse, because what will happen is that people who find offensive stuff today, in 10 years' time, people who find offensive stuff today but find other stuff funny today, in 10 years' time, it will be your turn to find your humour offensive. And it will just get worse and worse. And in the end, you will not be able to criticise, take the piss, which is basically my whole life, is taking the piss out of everything. It's just unbelievable how you just take the piss. It's like, yeah, look, I'm going to take the piss now out of Arsenal. Arsenal is in a league of its own, is offering fans hire executive super boxes to enjoy matches at £28,000 a time. Up to 24 gooners can chip in to watch the action from the private suite at the Emirates Stadium in North London. It boasts leather seats. For £28,000, I want the fucking Starship Enterprises beaming thing. Also, right, so now, well, for one, after I've been watching Arsenal, because I do like Arsenal, I do actually like Arsenal. I think the days of Ian Wright, Tony Adams and all that lot were fucking brilliant. The Invincibles, right? Love to watch them. But you can enjoy a match at £28,800 a time. There is no enjoyment going down fucking Arsenal's ground at the moment. There is none. There is no enjoyment at all. It's fucking painful to watch. They're in the shit. So who's going to pay that? Who the fuck is going to pay £29,000 to go and watch 90 minutes of pure rubbish? Am I right, Arsenal fans? And I'm sympathising with you here, because like I say, I like Arsenal. I went down to the Paul Davies testimonial with my mate Woofy when they played Celtic years ago. Yeah? Went on the pitch at the end of the game, met loads of Arsenal fans, chatted to them, it was fucking brilliant. Had a great afternoon. Spent a good half an hour talking to Arsenal fans. Every one of them spot on. Spot on. But back to John Cleese. Yeah, it's got to be sorted. You're taking our DNA away of my age, of 70s, 80s, 90s comedy. Even things like Gimme, Gimme, Gimme. You can't. That'd never happen nowadays. You'd never get away with Gimme, Gimme, Gimme. It's just a fucking joke. It's a complete joke. If you don't like it, don't fucking watch it. It's that simple. I don't like watching adverts with dogs in distresses. In distress. So I don't watch them. Yeah? I moan about them, but I don't try to fucking get them tucked down. You're comparing the dog's animal and you're comparing this to this now. Yeah, you're a fucking wanker. Fuck off. Right, what else? I'm going to wind this up in a couple of minutes, so I'm only halfway through the fucking thing. Bloke here, he's driving a fucking funeral hearse thing, ambulance to pick up a dead body, got a fucking parking ticket on it. What's that all about? He could have drove around the block really, couldn't he? The bloke weren't in no fucking rush to get into the back of the hearse. He was probably parked up, taking valuable space, blocking the road off to pick a fucking dead body up. He could have gone and drove around the corner, and then the place where he was picking it up. Come and get him now, John. He's ready. Just don't give me this shit that I've been slapped with a £70 parking fine for waiting for a body because it weren't ready. Just fuck off and come back then in a bit. Go and have a McDonald's. Go and have a KFC. Yeah? Go and get a Greggs. Go and read the newspaper. Go and have a fag round the corner. Don't leave your car in the way, fucking blocking it off. And then come back. He was in no rush. He weren't going to miss his fucking plane, was he? Fuck's sake. Oh, look at me, I've got a fucking £70 parking fine. Fuck off, dickhead. Ole Gunnar got a soul scar. He's moaning because one of his footballers got tackled. And they got tackled and they scored a goal from it. So Ollie's going, he got tackled. We're Manchester United. You shouldn't be allowed to tackle us. Fuck off again. Bees could be struck down by climate change. Tell us something that we don't know. Dimitri Gray. He's going to come back and score against Leicester, that fucker. I can see it. Derby did well, got a 0-0. Wonder how fucking Rooney celebrated that. Probably went into a hotel room somewhere. On his own, of course. Where are Derby in the league? Can't even fucking find Division 1. Championship, here we go. Derby. Forest at bottom. Can't even fucking say. Derby, middle of the league. Right, think that'll do for this one, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoy my little take on the news, my humorous look at the way the world is going, please put your comments down below. No doubt I'll probably get about 24 fucking dislikes. Couldn't really give a fuck, to be fair. I find them quite funny when people think they do a dislike and it might upset me. At this moment, nothing can upset me, can it, June?
Only me.
Only June, that's it. There is really nothing. Pretty much nothing. So, it's all good stuff. Right, laters.